I did have some background. I had been studying for a couple of hours a week for about a year and a half when I learned that I'd been assigned to China.
Yes, actually I did. I took a few years in college and I had background in speaking Cantonese, which is similar to Mandarin.
I had no background in studying Chinese or in Asia before we decided to come to Beijing, and so we were actually a little bit nervous about what it was going to take to learn Chinese and get out here and be somewhat fluent.
I was able to take 8 months with FSI.
10 months of Chinese at DLS.
So my language program was 9 months. All the time, hourly, definitely every day.
So the Chinese, I use my Chinese daily just in getting around the city, talking to folks, ordering food, going into restaurants, on the street with taxi cabs.
I landed in Shanghai, I started making telephone appointments, and then taking that to the next step, I'm going to meetings where I'm able to quickly connect with, for example, government officials using language.
It wasn't intimidating for me because I approached China as a post that I wanted to work in, and I was happy that I was going to be paid to learn Mandarin.
The challenge, of course, is that you've got Chinese characters.
Those characters. The characters were really intimidating. And ironically, I think this probably turned out to be my favorite part of Chinese.
The most fun part about learning Chinese has to be to look at the etymology of the characters. Every character, it's like a painting. So it helps you memorize it, and sometimes when you're looking at words, there's an actual poetry behind all of it. And so that's really fascinating. Not every language has that.
So we would go to Chinese restaurants sometimes for lunch. A couple of times we were asked to make phone calls to the Chinese restaurants in advance to make reservations.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to say it correctly, but I think it's Bu Dao Chang Cheng Fei Hao Han, which is he who has not been to the Great Wall is not a true man.
Oh, my favorite phrase has to be Du Lai Du Wang. It means that you're an introvert, you're a loner. It also has, that's a negative meaning to it, but the positive meaning is that you're a maverick. You kind of like to do things, try new things.
I would say Yilu Ping An. This is a Chengyu, or a 4-character phrase that means safe travels. So I like to wish that to people when they're off on their travels, and I love to hear it from my local Chinese friends when I'm going off somewhere. It makes me feel like they want me back.
So I like to say, 人不可貌相，海水不可斗量, which means you can't judge a book by its cover.
First of all, not to be intimidated. It's a great language to learn. It's clearly a language that will be very useful in the future, not just for yourself in your career, but also for your family as well.
But a lot like this mahjong table right here, I think because of the rules and because of how it's set up, I think once you basically learn some of the basic things you need to do, it wasn't that challenging in the end. I was able to accomplish what I need to do to get to post.
Just be prepared to do some work. It is a challenging language to learn, but I think you can have some fun with it if you're in the right mindset.